Hi and good evening. My name's Fraser. Now tonight I'm going to be discussing with you the declining levels of testosterone. Now I'll be talking about the solutions and how you can actually raise your testosterone levels naturally. And before I do, I just want to let you know that I'm introducing a 40-day spring detox program with a chance to gain my complimentary £500 luxury shopping budget. And to get details, stay to the end so I can show you how. So let's get started. Now, what is testosterone? Now, testosterone is a hormone and it plays a major role in men's health. It supports cell function, it supports the muscle function. It's also a reproductive function in men's sex hormones. It also stimulates the mineralization in bone health and men's cognitive function. So it's quite a major hormone for men's health. Now, I've been looking at some studies and trying to find out why there is this decline, and it's globally, it's a global decline, but the biggest study was in 2007 in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology, where they found there was a significant drop in men's testosterone in the US. Now, the causes of low testosterone are being overweight. So obesity is a major factor, as well as having insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, as well as some deficiencies, and I'll go over that towards the end. Now, having a level of obesity causes the excess body fat and can be a problem because the cells can convert testosterone into the female hormone estrogen, and that's via an enzyme called aromatase. So there are other factors, of course, and they're related around poor nutrition. So apart from reduced physical activity and poor quality of nutrition, these are the other factors around dietary effects. So the type of foods that can cause a significant drop in testosterone, are soya and soya-based products. And these days, it's everywhere. If you look at your labels, you'll see that soya is in our breads, our pastries, it's in most processed products, and it's the processed products you really need to be looking at in terms of what you're putting into your body, because some research shows that regular eating of soy products like edamame, tofu, even soya milk, of course, and many other types of processed products that you're finding in the supermarkets. Now, there's also a case study around soya. For example, one study where there were 35 men found to be drinking soy, protein that is. There were over 54 days, they decreased their testosterone levels. Now, soy is also high in phytoestrogen. Now, this, which is a plant-based substance that mimics the effects of estrogen, which is why soy is a major factor in lowering men's testosterone. And as I said, it's prevalent in many of our products right now. So there are other foods that lower testosterone. Plus, some studies have found that regular consuming of trans fats from sources like processed foods could decrease testosterone levels. And these trans fats, in a case study, For example, there was one where 209 men showed that those who consumed the highest amounts of trans fats had a 15% level decrease in testosterone, and with the lowest, those were the lowest intake. So it's a lot to do, affected to our diet, and there is more which I'll share with you, but I just wanted to speak with you here, if there's anybody here tonight who wants to ask questions, but whether you feel that there is a substantial amount of products in your diet that you feel could be causing you certain symptoms. For instance, you know, fatigue, it can cause mood swings, even low fertility as well. So here are some of the other foods I'm going to discuss with you. Now, I'm going to go over a paper that I saw, which is a finding of a 2012 study where actually there were foods that actually helped raise your testosterone. And just these are the ones that have been researched, and I'm sure there's more. But here are the ones that have been researched. So, for instance, ginger, pomegranate, and also magnesium-rich foods. And those would be things like beans and lentils, nuts and seeds, and even whole grains as well. There's also monosaturated oils, which are monosaturated fats that boost testosterone, and these can be found in rich sources of olive oil, and also of also our avocado oil, because oils rich in monosaturated fats and vitamin E are an antioxidant, and they help to boost men's testosterone levels. So it really has a lot to do with the type of foods that you're eating. There are other medical factors, and it can be also down to you know, lifestyle in terms of alcohol, maybe the types of medications that you have, and also health conditions. But you can control what you're putting in your body to affect how you feel, and to make sure that because it being a global thing with testosterone declining in levels all over the world, these are the things that you can simply do to increase your well-being by eating the right foods. Now, the 40-day detox program supports you with that, and this is really open to people who are serious health seekers, who want to actually affect change in their well-being and get on the right track to eating well. But testosterone is not only an issue in men's health, but also this can affect women's health as well. Now, we have an increasing level of women who are suffering with different health issues in terms of, you know, imbalanced hormones, which are causing weight gain, PCOS, which is inflammation, and also we're looking at things like losing, you know, women losing their hair. It's not just an age thing. It can be an increase in testosterone, although there are other factors that testosterone levels which are low, which are high in women, can cause hair loss, as well as decreased breast size, deepening in voice, irregular menstrual cycles, low libido, and again, mood swings as well. Now, diagnosing high testosterone is one thing you can do through your GP, who can take a blood reading. And your doctor will perform a physical examination as well based on your symptoms. Other symptoms of women with high levels of testosterone can be through having, facial hair, and that's becoming quite common. And also it can even affect our skin in terms of developing acne, excess body hair in women. These are just, symptoms that you can discuss with your doctor, because as I said, it could be other factors going on, but that's just one thing that the doctor can rule out through a blood test. Now, there are various diseases or hormonal disorders in women when it comes to high testosterone levels. Let's just go through some of the few that I've got here before I go into how you can increase testosterone levels in men through supplementation. So for women, here are some of the disorders that happen when testosterone is high. So there's a disorder called hirsutism. Now this is a growth of unwanted hair, and that could be facial and other parts of the body. PCOS I mentioned, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, infertility, miscarriage, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and endometrial cancer. Also congenital adrenal hyperplasia, and that directly affects the adrenal glands and the production of the body's hormones. So as I mentioned, the other things are infertility, masculine characteristics in women where testosterone is high, early appearance of pubic hair, and severe acne. So let's look at the supplementation in terms of for men. So we just looked at a few dietary factors, what can actually decrease testosterone, and we spoke about, processed products, those types of bad fats. We looked at the type of foods that can increase testosterone, but let's look at supplementation and how that's important. So the supplementation to boost testosterone are vitamin D, which is a major factor in increasing testosterone levels, and there have been studies as well, and I'll put the study links in the description below. Also magnesium, and then there's zinc as well, which can help to support your T levels. Now, vitamin D, in a study, a 12-month study, found that supplementing with around 3,000 IU of vitamin D a day increased testosterone levels by around 25%. But in saying that, your levels of vitamin D, where you may have a deficit, you would need to really find out what that is. Speak to your GP. This is not meant to be prescriptive advice. It's information, because people's levels of vitamin D do change according to weight and conditions, and your doctor would be able to advise from measuring at finding out the levels that you may be deficit on and increasing it gradually. Now, zinc is an essential mineral, and it's for your body, and it's been linked to low testosterone levels when you're deficient. Now, it could promote the levels, but it's also good in terms of protecting and supporting your immune system, which has a knock-on effect as well. Magnesium helps to absorb the amount of vitamin D. So having magnesium with your vitamin D would help with the absorption levels, and it's a mineral that is crucial to the body's function. It helps the blood pressure to also regulate, it creates healthy, strong bones, and it keeps your heart rhythm healthy. So those are just a few of the things that you can do to increase your levels for testosterone and the type of foods that you should avoid. But look at all the other lifestyle factors, including smoking and drinking, and find out whether you're having any sort of symptomatic responses to what could be low testosterone levels. So if there's anybody watching here tonight, I'd just like to find out where you're watching from. As you know, I'm from the UK. And if anybody has any questions, of course, I'm available for questions tonight. But if you don't have any questions this evening, you can always leave your comments below, and I will wrap up tonight and say good evening. But I will be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And I think that's in US time, 4 hours behind. So that will be every night between Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Right, to get your hands on the £500 luxury budget, all you need to do is click the link below, and you'll also get access to my 40-day detox program where you can find the details, but you're not obliged to start the detox program, which begins in spring at the 1st of April. You can enter to win the £500 complimentary luxury budget. Just click the link below. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow night.